It's almost a year since I first published that article, 3 new places to visit when you are coming to Kumasi. And a year on, these places are doing amazingly well. One of the places I did mention was Ike's Cafe right here inside Kumasi, that is the cultural center. Somebody will say, what is Ike's Cafe all about? Well, for me, I just been passing by, driving through, because I thought I was just going to the cultural center where nothing was really happening apart from mop-up prayers and others selling traditional stuff. Not knowing there was a real good place hidden right around my nose. So I got hooked to this place, and ever since then, it's just been my home, Ike's Cafe. Now, I come in today and I have the CEO, the manager, the man who makes things work. His name is Kwabs. He joins me today on BTM Africa Business. And we're going to talk about Ike's Cafe. I mean, a year on, how things have happened, how things seem to look like, and what the future holds for Ike's Cafe. Kwabs,
How are
thanks
you?
very much for joining me on BTM Africa. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. By God's grace, everything's going well. You too, and
I'm good. I'm good. You see how young he's looking and how he's smiling and all that. That's how he attends to everybody who comes in here. I've had that experience. That's why I'm talking about it. But Krabs,
Yes.
tell us a little bit about yourself. Who is Krabs? And all of a sudden, one of the buzzing CEOs, one of the buzzing managers of this amazing place. Who is Krabs?
Okay, I'd say Kwab is a pretty simple guy. Right? Basically, I came to Ghana maybe about 3 years ago on a visit, and when I came, my mom was working on a project, and so when I got here, um, my dad has told me that Kwab, we're doing a restaurant in America, it's going pretty well. Forget about Ghana, let's focus.
Okay.
And so when I got here, I said, no, there's something here, and I saw what my mom was doing was a very good concept. Maybe it just needed to be taken to the next level. So I took it upon myself and said, no, I want to come to Ghana and make sure that the project goes to the highest of its capability. And so that's what brought me to Ghana. But before that, Ike's Cafe and Grills started as a grocery store in America, and then also led to a restaurant about 5 years ago, and then this year we have Ike's Cafe and Grill 1 year.
So this was more like an idea or a project that your mom was working on.
Yeah.
And when you saw it, you realized that, yo, this has a great potential, so I'm staying. Why would you choose Ghana over America? I mean, that's where you were born, right?
Yeah.
So why would you choose Ghana over America?
So I always tell, and someone told me this one day. He said, "Bob, the one thing about Ghana is that literally you can make your dreams come true." And I wonder, I'm like, what do you mean by that?
Yeah.
And so when I got here and I saw the project being done, and fine, I'm comfortable in America, but I feel as if Ike's Cafe and Grill, it's not just necessarily talking about the restaurant per se, it's a brand that we want to expand. And so I said that, if we come to Ghana, the brand will be able to expand it. We can, take the dining experience to a new level. And I think that Kumasi needs that. So that's why I'm here.
A year ago, when I came here, I mean, I saw this beautiful edifice. I saw things that were happening here, and that was more like the start. Tell us, how's the experience been 1 year? Have your expectations been met, or it's been an upside thing for you?
I believe that any time that you do a restaurant or any type of business, there's always ups and downs. And I believe that just like as if you're in a maybe medical room, whenever you're with a loved one and you see, I guess what do you call the heart rate monitor?
Okay, like a thermostat kind
Yeah,
of thing.
yeah, it's going up and down, right? If it just goes in a straight line, you'll be a little bit scared. So I believe that that's the way life is that, with business there'll be ups and downs, but it's about the people who are willing to deal with the up and down, and so that's what. But for the most part, it's been going very well. The community is definitely supporting us, which we thank you for. We thank them for that. We also thank you. I'll get to the story how we connected.
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah.
So for a year, you think you've had your own ups and downs, but you've been able to survive.
Oh yeah. I mean, I always think this. I think, whenever you're teaching somebody something, even when it comes down to customer service, we know that African restaurants in maybe Ghana, whether it's America or Ghana, we're known for having bad customer service. That's the mantra of every African restaurant, even in the States. And so what we're trying to do is that we're trying to be the opposite of that. Now it's tough because you're having to try to invest, and what I mean by invest, that change people's way of thinking. Somebody comes in here on first day and they say, "Oh, I hope the food won't take too long."
Yeah.
And you know, it kind of
it's because of an experience he's had elsewhere.
exactly.
So he carries that along to wherever he goes.
Exactly. And so our main duty is to make sure that all those myths or those situations that maybe people have fallen into, that when they come here, they get the opposite positive side of it, and they're able to learn from that experience and take it elsewhere. And so when they come to African restaurant or Ghanaian restaurant or Kumasi, they'll be like, oh, okay, there's one place that I love that has excellent customer service.
And I think that's one of the things that's winning you a number of clients. I was here during the Christmas and it was crazy. The number of people, I was like, whoa, what happened? Maybe I had to call to make a reservation first. But like, I mean, how do you deal with all these numbers, all the people who are showing love, coming around, eating with their friends and all that? How do you manage that?
I think that is just, with a smile. I always tell every waiter, every staff member that's here that anytime that a customer comes in here, you should meet them. The first thing you should meet them with is a smile. I believe that in life, problems will happen, but it's more or less about how you handle the problems than focusing on the problems. Fine. Even the best restaurants, you go sometimes a little bit long of a wait time. You go to the customer politely and just explain that. You apologize. First of all, we're sorry for the food delaying a little bit, but when it comes out, you're gonna love it. We're gonna make, and when we're big into quality versus quantity, I would rather the food take a little bit longer and come out at a good quality rather than for us to rush it and then all of a sudden the quality in our name and our brand can go down. So that's really
Okay, so again, you're still watching BTM Africa Business, and I'm speaking to Kwabs. Like I did in the introduction, he's more like he's the CEO, he's the business manager, he's everything. He makes things work here. And if you're ever visiting Kumasi, this is one of the top places you should be visiting. If it has to do with meal, I mean, hanging out with the family. And there's one thing I love about this place: the fact that you guys seem to have a family-oriented avenue where, unlike elsewhere, people would just go in and you find certain crowds. You wouldn't find that here. Was that a conscious attempt to make sure this place looks like that, or it just happened?
very smart, man. Very smart. Man. It's a part of the concept. One thing about Ike's Cafe and Grill is that we love bringing the family together, and what that means is that you can come with your group of friends. You can come with your family members. You can even choose to come with your uncle, auntie, grandmother, and they still come here and have a good time. It goes even into the food. We have everything from continental dishes to local dishes. Just a diversity of food, and we just want to make sure that everybody that comes here gets exactly what they want. You can even get everything from some Nigerian dishes too. So everybody that comes here, even some Ivorian dishes, we serve our chicken with tilapia.
Oh, wow.
So anybody who comes here, you should be able to find something.
You just mentioned tilapia, and that takes me to the catfish, one of my favorites. I mean, you have the pond here and produce the catfish here yourself. What brought that to mind? What made you do that? Because I know that typically, I mean, people would just buy them and keep them in or whatever. But you guys bring them right here.
Yes.
You take them from there, and people would have to point to whichever one they want. You get it, and they prepare for the process. That's a beautiful experience. What made you do that?
Well, it's a very funny thing that you said. Well, it's a very funny concept that I'll tell you about. So basically, what we look into is that one day we were here, and we've always wanted to pride ourselves on not just being a restaurant. We also want to be considered a landmark. And I believe that you can buy food everywhere, but it's about the experience that you have when you're buying the food that makes you come back, right? And so, with the fish being grilled here, everything like that, it's all part of the experience. Throwing the catfish, the feed inside, and the fish kind of coming. It's all part of the experience. It lets you become one with the environment and with the place, and I think that it's unique. And so that's part of our one of our biggest draws that get people here is that we're not just always worried about come and sit down and eat. Come have a good experience. We have ice cream, we have catfish. You can point to the one that you want, and then we'll grill it for you. So it's all part of the experience. Yeah.
Great. Let's look at the food and all that you talked about, local dishes, continental dishes. Which of them would you say has been your stronghold so far? Do people? I know. I mean, looking at the environment, the traditional setting, and everything. Do people really come in for the local one, or they prefer to go for the foreign?
It's a very, very, we have a problem, and it's a very good problem that we have. Is that honestly, depending on which day, depending on which crowd, any of them can go. We have days that we sell so much, a local dish like a bunu bunu, which is very popular here.
Yeah.
We sell so much of them, and everybody's just looking, including the guys who do the catfish, like, wow, it's going really well today.
Yeah.
Then you have different days where some people, they just come in and they want to eat, pizza or catfish that day. So honestly, it's always dependent. We get buses of tourists coming in from other countries, and sometimes they come in, they say, oh, I just want to eat pizza. So I think it's one of the good problems that we have here is that any day, anything, whichever food could go.
I like the way he put it. There's good problem. I mean, somebody say, okay, that's tough one, but then. So in the whole year, tell us, have there been changes here?
Oh yeah, some of the small changes that we've done. I think you see on each table we have buzzers.
Buzzers, yeah.
So basically, being able to get to your server or waiter is a very important thing. And with this restaurant being so big, it's another good challenge that we have is that, okay, how do you feed? And normally, even on a weekend, we're feeding over maybe 200 people sitting at one time, doing a la carte, which are basically, they make the food according to your to the order, not a buffet. And so it's a little bit of a challenge, but what we try to do about it is that, we have our servers on site all the time. So most of the time when you come, one thing you'll notice is that there's always a server around. And I always tell everybody that whenever a customer comes in, now you are all, basically we're all serving the customer. So it's not just, this is my server, this is the person that's waiting on me. So any question that you have, you can ask any of the servers and they should be happy to help you. Also, we've been able to add things as, something called drink runners. So at all times, we always have someone standing at the bar ready to bring out a drink to a table, even if your server is busy. And so, teamwork is one thing that I'm trying to infuse, especially at this restaurant, is that, hey, we're all in this together. We win together, we lose together. So let's make sure that, we make sure that the customers are happy, and when the customers are happy, you'll definitely get it back in returns. So that's how it goes.
Okay, so I think that has to do with customer service and the general work you're doing.
Okay.
I gather that you're trying to put up a VIP lounge, you have a hotel and all that. How does the future look like for Ice Cafe?
Yes. So we have about, I would say, 3 projects, that are ongoing right now. We have the VIP that's downstairs that is going to be very, very nice. A lot of customers come here, and sometimes you have some customers that say they want a VIP experience, and so or maybe they just want a fully air conditioned room and different things. So what we did is that we created a place which is at the bottom of the main restaurant, and basically what happens there is that we have everything from unique dining ware, unique meals, unique drinks that are down there. So it's for our VIP guests that want to come in and want something a little bit different, and it's a little bit more intimate. We also have mini golf that we'll be introducing to Kumasi very, very soon.
Mini golf.
Yes, mini golf. And so I'm giving you this is an exclusive.
Of course, it's gonna be on my show.
Yes. So we're putting that together. Also on the other side, we're doing more of an entertainment center. Where basically you can kind of come in. That side will be more focused on drinks, and then also finger foods, things like grilled lamb, grilled pork, basically everything grilled. We'll also have on the other side. So that should be coming in sometime March. So it's a very good thing to look forward to. And then we also have the hotel that's also ongoing. Looking for the hotel, we want to make it something that's unique. Our rooms are predicated to being similar to the American size rooms, a little bit larger, comfortable. So that project's definitely going on.
Wow.
I hope you'll be the first one to.
It will be my pleasure. I mean, my camera guys and my crew wouldn't be they wouldn't have to experience that. I just come in on alone and come and enjoy. That time I'll bring my camera alone, film everything myself, and have all the good things to myself. But I think one thing I also saw coming here was the fact that. I think on particular days you have like how do we call it? You have the karaoke session. and all that. How's that doing as well?
It's doing pretty well. So basically, right now we have a weekend lineup. The weekend lineup is Friday. We're doing live band. Corporate Fridays. It's a day that you can come in after work. You're tired, relax, listen to live band, have a couple drinks, have a good meal with coworkers, with family, and just relax. Then we move on to Saturday. Saturdays, which is one of my personal favorites. Karaoke. And basically, with karaoke, it's a time that you and your friends can kind of come around, sing, enjoy, just relax. I'll say this: we're also the only karaoke that we don't have a roof. What I mean, we don't have a roof. It's an open environment. It's an open environment. Yes. So just come, relax, and sing into the fresh air. So that's the new thing. Then also on Sundays we have a live DJ that comes in. Also we serve mutual and Tozaki special. It's delicious. It's one of the things that this Sunday. We'll come try it. Yes. Mutual and specialties. Exactly. You'll love it. So those are some of the things that we try to just bring different forms of entertainment to make. Most time when people, and I think there's when people come to Kumasi, I've been a victim of this. They say, "Oh no, I don't want to come to Kumasi. It's boring." Yeah. And I take it personal sometimes. I'm like, why? Well, the place where I stay, you're trying to say it's boring. Okay, you too. Your place is boring. Yeah. So I said no. Let's come together. Let's put unique things together. And it's helping the restaurant to thrive. The community is loving it. Karaoke is going very, very well. So Amazing.
So I'm still speaking to the CEO of Ike's Cafe here in Kumasi, located at the Kumasi Cultural Center. Anytime you're visiting Kumasi, just make sure you're here. From wherever it is you're coming through, trust me, you're just going to enjoy it. I mean, I've had the experience. I've recommended to several people who have also enjoyed it. So it's very necessary to come try it out as well. So before, we end up with this interview, looking forward to the future. We talked about the projects that are coming up and all that, but what would you tell people who also want to experience this place? I mean, our experience on the very first date was amazing. I'm sure you want to share that story and all that, but what would you want to tell people?
So let me tell that story. So I remember that day. I had just gotten back from the States, and Mr. Bernard? Yeah, Mr. Bernard. He came in and he came to the place, and one thing I really respect is that he came, he saw the place, and he liked it. And the first thing he did, you know what he did? He grabbed his phone and started recording, and we got a lot of good feedback, from that. And not only did he record, he said, "No, I love this place, and I'm going to make sure that this place is successful. I want to introduce you to some of my friends." Wow. Some of his friends, not knowing that, there is some of the biggest bloggers, entertainment people all over Ghana, and he brought them all to me, and so Mr. Bernard, thank you so much.
So thank you very much, Gordon, aka Komusu. That's how I call him.
So whenever he brought you guys here, we kind of sat down, and from that day we've met, and from you've been like a brother to me. I always say that when I came to Ghana, I didn't know anybody, literally anybody. And so people start talk about the success of Ike's Cafe, and they said, "Oh, you guys have grown so much." And I always say, I'm like, the people that sometimes God puts around you is what gets you to the next level. And I thank God for the community supporting us, you especially supporting us. I remember the article that you wrote that even made me find other places in Kumasi that that I definitely enjoyed. So I definitely think that the ambiance is a part of it, marketing well is a part of it, picking a great staff, and then also diverse menu is a part of our success, and then just the backing of God and people like you.
All right, so that's it for today. But before we go, if people want to connect with you via social media and all, that's the thing now.
So if you want to get in touch with us, we have Ike's Cafe and Grill on all social platforms, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. And so that's how you'll be able to find us. So if you want to find me personally, it's I am Kwab, which is spelled IAMKWAB. And I'm always welcome to any good, positive comments, negative comments, good experience, bad experience. I'm also there to help you out. So, and I'll welcome every comment with a smile.
Okay, so he's definitely going to welcome everybody with a smile. He does it best. You can see right from his face. He does it so well. So, Kwab, thank you very much for accepting to speak to us and actually let us in as to what's happening here at Ike's Cafe. And obviously, I'm sure a year by now we come back and ask what's been going on and see all the progress. And we are proud to be a part of this, and we wish you all the very best.
Thank you so much.
All right. So
thank you for everything.
all right. Okay, so guys, thank you very much for watching this amazing interview with the CEO and the man who makes things work here at Ice Cafe located inside the Kumasi Cultural Center. Anytime you're coming through to Kumasi, just make sure you experience this place and you're going to love it. Check us out on social media at NYDJ Live across both Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, BTM Afrika. And hey, if you want to be on the show, why not? Just give us a call, 0249-908-580, or send us an email, info@nydjlive.com. Thank you very much for watching, and do remember to share, again, subscribe, and follow all the accounts. Thank you for watching.